So yeah, I've been thinking about having a hypothetical conversation, getting to know me if I was just straight up honest with somebody from a meeting to onwards. Very interesting experience where I thought about how a random, safe but curious and interesting stranger maybe looking at me, or someone that knew me and maybe wanted to have a conversation. Seems rare in general with people at all in English perform, especially over the last 2-3 years. I'd say about the last 3 years in Texas in general. Very dangerous to be talking to somebody, not just me, but they have even the old hustle crews and things like that just disappeared. They used to run those streets as well, and were just operating individually. And they were rivals. I didn't talk to them, so I didn't know what the story was. But very something I've noticed, especially recently, that it's very much oh, good to see you, hey man, I haven't seen you in a while kind of thing. And that's about all the conversation there is, and there was, and never shall be. But I really would like to find a way, I think, to quickly and efficiently kind of explain my situation in life. And what it is, maybe is, I've been violently harassed and tortured by an abusive family that has attached itself to me in life in ways that I wish it never had, or had been able to, and I thought in all ways, and had been prepared just from knowing in life and things like that, that there should have been legal situations that I would have had access to, and when I went to seek them, my rights were just repeatedly denied, and I was just told hateful and terrifying shit to make me submit. And I would try and go to, I was part of a large underground, independent, just for fun music community in Pittsburgh. Knew a bunch of people. Suddenly, I didn't know anyone after a situation about 10 years ago. They ruined my life. They tried to destroy me, kill me, and had gotten involved with the government. And there were some violently hateful relatives of mine that ensured that instead of me being an example of a great person in the family and success, they wanted me dead, destroyed, and chunky, literally, in life. And I don't know why, but actually I do. I'm not going to talk about that. These shit things. These people should not have been allowed to continue to live free in this country at all as people, given what violent, abusive individuals they were. Why they were, well, used as terrorists, actually, is what it turned out to be. The big problem in life is that my family are major prohibitionists in the medical community. And ironically, what I found out and didn't realize this was an issue or problem or something I knew about was that medical marijuana was actually a curative for many things that the medical community said could not be cured and had been known in history to cure, actually. Things such as internal damage, tissue regeneration, including medical marijuana and repairs brain damage, which is something we found out in my life after I was put on those psychiatric medications and repaired with medical grade marijuana that had been imported, I found out, over the years from Portland. It's the greatest shit ever. I don't think I've ever had that good of shit in my life, to be honest with you. That was back in 2012. And started what I call the trauma system my family run, which the medical community inverts reality sadistically on, of in 2012 being forced to take medication, preparing it with medical grade marijuana. And then my family figures it out that instead of just going the step down route and then my body repairing or being in an actual state of disabled, crippled, which are those things always do on first use and almost always have permanent long-term cognitive and mental health side effects, including potential psychosis as well as irrational suicidal self-hatred ideation. Something I had on those things, they said, fuck you. And I said, wow, holy shit, found out about the whole sadistic step-down process. Completely new, had never heard of before by me as someone in the medical family about how they handle prescriptions as opposed to the well-established stop taking it system. So you're forced to suffer at half doses over 9 months instead of stopping it. Another claims that you may go crazy if we just take you off it. I said, it's going crazy. That's when I started having intrusive thoughts, dude. Fucking insane shit. And severe suicidal major depression, ideation, full crippling, lost cognitive abilities, couldn't process or analyze or interpret and create even basic lessons and things like that like I used to. Didn't have the understanding. Terrible, horrifying. Compared with medical marijuana. And always at that point being suspicious of my family, especially was going back to the maybe like college level of interaction, or maybe once a month talking and checking in. I think they figured that out, that I was healing and healthy and getting back to life again, and boom, I call the trauma system. They hit me again, attempted to put me back into treatment down when I beat. But it's fucking insane, this kind of shit. And I was terrorized into forcing them to maintain contact with me regularly for years as a way of avoiding additional and personal assaults, where I learned that you don't miss the state of the game, which is terrifying to have to live with in real life. It's called daylight slavery, what I've been suffering. But anyways, so there's the medication, crippling, recovery, high THC medical marijuana. No longer exists in this country, actually, as far as I know, since they put CBD out there to kill it literally and make it terrible, painful, and wasteful and hated. But so cured over a couple of months, just daily, not excessive, as needed, medical marijuana. Cure within a couple of months all the brain damage from the psych meds. And, they say maybe you'll go crazy if we'll just take you off. And well, realizing what those things are, do, and how horrible they make you feel inside in all ways, like physically they feel horrible to begin with. I was a lot of laying on a couch, staring out the window, having like the TV on just to feel like there was something there, and I was just staring at a wall. Horrible to mitigate severe depression and ideation from being completely crippled and disabled and unable to do shit. And you fix that and you get back to life and family finds out and whoop, you gotta worry about another attempted murder on your life or incarceration and dodging this and dodging that shit. In 2013, they tried to label me a criminal terrorist and have me incarcerated and investigated, and the CIA came to investigate me, and they heard the conflicting stories from, literally it was just at that point, the academic community that I got my master's degree in, Ivy League people at the University of Pittsburgh, genius level, natural gifted teacher, could change and revolutionize education. I actually heard that I wasn't getting any calls because I was technically considered overqualified for most teaching positions in the area. We typically would look actually for either undergrads or just people who would deliver lessons planned in general. Technically, you only need a high school diploma to do that. Which I found out, I was like, fuck, dude, shit, all right. Fuck, moving on. And they were going to put me in a research facility to develop this intuitive education system that they considered genius, brilliant, and in need of more further honing and study. And I was happy to do that. I love curriculum design and development, creating like little, basically kind of like learning scenarios, teaching, very very out there, especially compared to current education. But anyways, scientifically based research, ways to foster, promote intelligence and self-learning and adaptation and teaching, making them strong, resilient citizens. Anyways, so to clear it up, the CIA heard what a genius and brilliant person I was, which kind of lined up with everything in my life history, as they had understood and seen it throughout life at various points that they were able to find. And then all these terrible, horrible, lying, junkie, homosexual, don't be trusted, stupid, idiot, brain dead, thinking that my family were throwing about me. And fuck my brother, piece of shit, terrorist, asshole, motherfucker. Brought him into my world, introduced him to my friends, thought he was getting away from the family and all that garbage that they had raised him to be, and getting to be a better person. He wasn't. He was a piece of shit. And was just there ruining the entire community. And part of what really pissed me off is no one told me or even said anything about that. He told all kinds of fucked up stories about me, basically, that I was as a child, kind of things. And worse than that, even. To kind of sell this brain dead, unpredictable, schizophrenic, junkie, homosexual prostitute thing that my uncle's fantasy was, as piece of shit, asshole, motherfucker, hateful thing to do to me as slave boy, kind of thing. Piece of shit, motherfucker was a serious fucking pervert and sadist and true as what they might call soul slaver. Slaver by soul. He just loved controlling, manipulating, and destroying people psychologically as a person. With deliberate sadism tactics, very often just inversion of reality and scapegoating things. My parents are the ones that did the kill them with kindness things. Love you while they beat you, or insane shit like that. Or beat you, love you, or my mom's famous thing, walk away, don't, then hit me when I followed what you said. The fuck kind of shit that was, dude. I don't fucking know. It's not my life, buddy. I don't fucking know. Sorry about that. Kind of a stressful situation. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So the cycle I just wanted to clear up, and it got lost in a little bit thinking about how fucked up that shit was, how fucked up those people have been, and how fucked up it is that I've been forced to keep in contact with them. For years I told people they were dead, and that was a better way to live and absolutely happier and safer for me. And something happened to me in that summer of 2019, involuntary commitments, that eventually by March of 2020 with quarantine, I called them and started talking to them again and seeing if this would ease and repair my life situation, hoping to get away from being a homeless beggar. As someone who's starting to get targeted and assaulted deliberately by various insane, just complete inventing reality individuals looking to target me personally as a person, as someone who's been well-liked, respected, and considered genuine and good to have around, polite panhandler. He's just a generic panhandle, not fucking around and do anything like that. Kind of got fucking done with you as a fucking homeless person, tired of seeing you. Kind of, I had the suburban Nazi, as we might have called him, Captain Chomo, as I also called him. Frat boy kind of asshole. In the, not even like nerdy frat boy, like asshole. Somebody assaulted and restrained somebody from donating me $3 for lunch, literally. And then tried to say I'd assaulted him. I said, "Why the fuck are you doing that, you fucking asshole?" That's how I have to live. But I'm going to get a little bit further and shit that I have had to live with. Part of this is urgency fucking thing that they have stuck in me. It's bothering me. It causes that rapidity that I speak with right now. Anyways, gotta be cool and get back to the point. The recovery and relapse cycle that they talk about in the myth of addiction, which is another invention that I have determined and established to be. You're put in treatment, you're crippled, and then you go and if you don't know, hopefully you find it, or maybe if you're an asshole, you don't, and there it goes. But you find, like, say, high THC marijuana, or you get back in mind it, and you can repair it, fix it. And if you fix it, you don't have to do it. You don't worry about doing it. You move on. But if someone finds out that you're healthy again, either the person who put you there, my family, or somebody from the treatment team, comes to looking. Boom, you are seen as and labeled with a total, what I would call murder fantasy level, perjury on your life, to say that you were crazy or psychotic or schizophrenic. Obviously, and often in no way, shape, or form was I ever in, what happens in life. And it's they call being crippled recovery, and they call the negative thing relapse what is actually repairing and healing. And if left alone and kept healthy, you don't have to keep using, but why not? It's enjoyable, beneficial, and it can actually, increase and enhance certain functions. I found very much success personally in life from 2007 to 2011, comparing low doses or as needed doses for different individuals, high THC marijuana with yoga to maximize benefits while studying the Eightfold Path. Another thing I had to destroy my family for in 2013 with all that shit they did that got me accurate psychological profile by the CIA that was to protect me and keep me safe in life from theft of life. Things like my family was running to prevent this kind of shit was erased by the Trump administration and the new CIA. Checked CNN articles, confirmed it, saw it, explained a whole lot, kind of made me feel a bit better about what had gone wrong and been destroyed in my life and why I was dealing with all kinds of battle issues around my life and personality. Destroyed that, and really I didn't like the men to begin with, didn't trust them, but boy, do I have a vendetta against that situation for that. But part of what the CIA did is we were working to legalize medication and drugs in the drug war. A lot of reasons. Watch the old documentary The Union, it explains it. Also very rational reasons whether or not what do you feel about it. Stop that, stop the prescription system, as I say, and legalize and just monitor for quality and content to ensure no toxins or poisons. In the medical community, you're busted on lying about what toxins and poisons actually are because you give them psychiatric medications.